The courage to step beyond the lawn. It began, as it often does, beneath the apple trees. The morning was still and kind. Young Red moved beside me, unbound by harness, yet never straying far. We wandered beyond the usual ground, across the kitchen garden, under unfamiliar trees, into the longer grass where the air feels a little older. He chirped at me, proud of his bravery. I smiled, proud of it too. He's learning what it means to step beyond the known. And I wondered, how many of us still remember how to do that? The trees above us are still young, but rooted. They don't ask permission to grow. They don't request planning approval from bureaucrats in suits. They stretch where they must, and they offer fruit without a tax form. And there, among the grass and fallen crab apples, I saw the truth. To live honestly, you must sometimes disobey politely. Because the world, for all its grand speeches, has become a tangle of silent rules. The state, bloated and distant, decrees orders from behind glass doors and armed courtyards. And yet those same hands that write the statutes are the first to breach them. Rules for us, exceptions for them. The police, once the people's servants, born under Robert Peel's idea that the police are the public and the public are the police, have forgotten their reflection. No longer guardians, they are fiscal enablers in high vis. Rent-a lawmen with scanners and quotas, out for hire. Ask one to quote common law, the true law of the land, and you'll be met with silence. Not for lack of honour in the uniform, but because the system no longer teaches it. It's been buried beneath layers of codes, acts, fines, forms and procedures, which the average constable misinterprets, or more often than not, simply makes up the law as they go. There are hundreds of visual examples of this, and the constables, sergeants and senior officers are seldom held to account, even when they so obviously breach their own codes of conduct. Sheriff has become tax collector. Peacekeeper now means gatekeeper. And yet here, under the apple trees, none of that matters, because the orchard doesn't care for statutes. The birds don't require permits to sing. Young Red doesn't need a license to feel joy, and I don't need government approval to sit, breathe and be. The lawn is safe, but it is not living free. It is maintained, controlled, trimmed into obedience. The long grass, that's where the wild things whisper. That's where courage lies. That's where questions begin. And we must ask, always, who benefits from your silence? Who profits when you are afraid? Because life is not meant to be observed from behind a fence. It is meant to be felt, deeply and freely, beneath the trees, where the law of the land is older than Parliament, and the soul is not a license to be revoked.